reminder to take a little bit better care of yourself. You're worth it. You can have this feeling anytime you choose.
Hey, what's up guys? Going to get into your Sagittarius new moon reading here. So let's see what energies are coming out here for you. Now we know Sag season, this is about, we said this in the other videos here, staying optimistic, having faith, taking risks, trying new things, right? So that's typically the Sagittarius season type of energy. But, and I feel like just the beginning of December here, is really focused towards your finances and things like that. But I want to see the energies, what's coming out, and then we'll take it from there. I do have a little bit of a story that happened last night, actually. I'll start off with the tower here. So there's some changes coming in. So I was sitting over here, and typically what I do is, I'll have my laptop open. I'll have my iPad over here, laptop, and I have another monitor sitting up there, when I do my work and everything. So I'm sitting down, I got the candle burning here, and I got an incense burning as well. So yeah, that's like my chill time, right? Don't judge. And so I'm chilling, having a good time, just getting to work, right? Music playing or whatever was playing. I think it was a movie or something like that. And so I'm hearing this song in my mind, right? It's just kind of like this very faint sound of something, and I was like, this song sounds familiar. What is that? And this is just in my mind, right? So as I'm working, this song comes a little bit more louder, right? And I keep getting the words of like wind, right? Wind, like what's wind? And then I'm trying to figure out the tune of it. I can hear it, but it wasn't like fully clear, right? So anyway, I tried for about a good about 2 minutes trying to figure out what this is. So I ended up pausing my iPad, whatever was on, so that everything kind of can be quiet. And I'm just trying to focus on this sound. Like, what is this song? What is it? What's coming towards me here, right? And it's trying to get louder and louder, and I can't figure it out. I just said, is it lost in the wind? Lost. What's lost in the wind? I kept saying that, right? So I said, you know what? Screw it. I'm not done. I'm done with it. I'm gonna move forward, right? So I hit play, and just a few seconds later, it just popped in even louder. It was just kind of like this music was playing in my head, like it was full blast, and I had to stop what I'm doing because I could not concentrate anymore. I couldn't even watch what I was doing here. So I stopped it again. I'm like, what is this song? So I can hear the tunes and everything, right? And I kept repeating the words, and I couldn't understand. Lost in the Wind didn't make any sense. And then finally it clicked, and it said Dust in the Wind, right? So I said, what's Dust in the Wind? I know this song. I've heard it before. And it's a song from Kansas. I don't know if I'll leave a link in the description box. But yeah, I went on YouTube, played it, and heard it. I was like, yeah, I definitely heard this song quite a bit before. And it was interesting because, I kind of looked to it further because, for me, it's like it coming in that way is like a message, right? It's kind of one of those things where there is some sort of download. Maybe someone here needed to hear it. It was interesting because when I heard that song and I played it, I felt like I wanted to put it into this video and tell you guys the story in this video because I was kind of planning to come out with a Sag New Moon video anyway, right? So anyway, I don't know if this is some song that whoever's listening to knows. Maybe it's someone that knows something like that. But and I started doing some research, like I said, like I look at the year the song comes out, the lyrics and the words, and come to know this is a song that has been looked into quite a bit. So there's a lot of background information on this song and the words that were used in the lyrics. So if you guys want to, feel free to look it up and do some research. It was very interesting. I spent I spent some good time trying to see what this was all about, and I still have not really completed that whole investigation of mine here. So anyway, I don't know if someone needed to hear that. But you let me know. Let me know what you guys think about that one. It was just interesting. Like I was just like, I never had something so pushing to make sure I understood that song. So it was interesting. Good experience. New experience for me too. But anyway, let's see here. We start off the center of the read is a tower. Now Scorpio energy. And there I picked up change when I was saying putting the cards out as well. So let's see what's going on. Sagittarius season here, and the Ace of Wands at the bottom of the deck. All right, so with the tower being in the center, we know that towers happen when change is needed, right? So maybe there's a lot of things that you guys are doing to make changes. Maybe you guys are changing. This could be a lot of different things. So I'm not going to go into a lot of examples, but this could be just focused on you yourself. Maybe the way you're eating, maybe exercising. Maybe there's ways that you're looking at your work situations here, your relationships, and you realize that there's things that you want to change in a lot of different aspects of your life here, right? Now, I know when I do the collective reading, the Ace of Cups comes out a lot, and doesn't matter what deck I'm using. So I have been saying working on yourself, loving yourself, and filling up your own cup here, right? I kind of feel like there's some energies of either there's apologies coming back. I know we're in that Mars retrograde, and I know some people don't want to hear it, but there's sometimes this is an energy where a lot of relationship things in the past need to be closed out still, and that's coming forward. I see the King of Cups here. It doesn't mean that's a water sign. It's just the fact that it could be someone here that has developed a lot of deep emotions here and wants to express something, especially with that Ace of Cups energy and that Nine of Wands here. It kind of feels like you've been through some sort of ringer. It is Sagittarius energy. It's a wounded warrior type of card. Now, for others of you guys, because this is a collective read, I feel like you're in this King of Cups type of energy, and this is being very intuitive and focused on things that you want here. That Ace of Cups doesn't have to be necessarily focused on just loving yourself. This could be putting yourself in environments where you are loved, right? So you want to be in connections where, the people, places, friends, whatever, and work environments respect you in some way. And I feel like that's the change. That's what you're looking at here. And I feel like a lot of you guys are having some sort of moment of enlightenment or waking up to that, so you can implement this type of change into your life here, right? So I do see the Fool down here as well. I said this before, so I'll say it one more time. You can see she's at the edge of the cliff there, right? And she's leaning back and just trusting the universe that everything is going to be fine, right? So there's a sense of you needing to have faith, and that is the Sagittarius type of season here. So staying optimistic, trusting the universe, trusting a higher power here that you're going to be taken care of. She has the wand on the right hand. She's ready to, that's for protection, right? And then she has that left hand. She's holding a purple crystal. And the purple crystal is about your spirituality. This is a sense of an awakening. This is a new beginning for yourself here, okay? So there's a lot of obviously changes happening, but there's also an energy moving towards, when I see this page of Cups energy, you can see he's kind of daydreaming there. And I said, you can see the pig flying with wings over here and all that stuff. And the feet over here too, it's like, he's really seeing himself. It's like you're looking at yourself and seeing in your daydreaming, and maybe even throwing some wishes there at that page of cups and saying, I kind of want to vision my life this way. You know what I mean? I kind of want to see myself this way. I kind of want my relationships to look this way. Whatever it is, your future connection, your new connection that you're looking for. If you're single looking for a connection here, you're kind of trying to vision it in a way. What do they look like? How should they act? Things like that, right? So it's good energy that you're moving into here. Now we do have the sun, which is Leo energy here, and the sun is feeling accomplished. This is, she's out there in the open, just feeling the sun's energy here and feeling like she's successful in something. So there's a sense of you striving towards accomplishing a lot of goals. Maybe there's a lot on your list that you want to tackle because, maybe you've been stuck in a situation here for so long that, or it's just cycles here to where finally you're starting to something new to where you're like, I want to focus on something and really, really commit to it and really accomplish it, right? So I feel like that's a lot of the energy here. And I also see that Ace of Wands up here. The Ace of Wands is, a new creative idea. For some of you guys, you've already been working on this. This is just something here that confirms that things will work out in your favor. At least that's what the cards are saying. But we have the Fool here with the Queen of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles is a very nurturing, stable type of energy, right? So I feel like if for some of you guys, if you guys are dealing with someone that is coming back from the past here, Maybe they had some sort of enlightenment and realized something. I do feel like there's some sense of forgiveness for some of you guys with this person. Doesn't mean that you're going to start something brand new with them. I just feel like there's a sense of that you accept things for what it is and you're moving forward with it. And I feel like that's been a little bit of the energy in the past, but it's becoming a lot more stable. It feels like that, okay? Now, when I see the Four of Pentacles, the Tower, and the Page of Cups here, there could be something here that you're keeping to yourself, or maybe you're dealing with someone that is keeping something to themselves here, but I feel like this is something to do with an idea. And I see that Ace of Wands again. So it's like the Four of Pentacles is Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And she's holding on to her pentacles. Okay, she's holding on to whatever ideas, whatever this is financially for her, whatever that is, right? We say financially because it's pentacles type of energy, so it's something to do with maybe a career setting. But it is keeping something to yourself here. On the Page of Cups here, there's something here that you're trying to create, and maybe this is a sense that you were focused on one path at one point, and now there's a change. There's something that you realize that this is not what you want to do forever. Maybe there's some sort of adjustments. Doesn't mean you're maybe changing industries. It's just that there's a certain way of you doing something to where you're like, you know what, I want to switch it up now. I kind of don't want to do it the old way anymore. I kind of want to put something new out there, right? Or do something new, right? Or maybe you want to write an entirely new book, whatever it is, right? There's a new idea that's there, but you are keeping it to yourself. You're not sharing it with anyone. All right. So, and again, I look at this this Ace of Wands type of energy at the bottom of the deck, and Ace of Wands is a opportunity for a new beginning, and you also have an opportunity for a new beginning in relationships too. So I do see that here because you have the Ace of Cups, the Tower, and the Sun here. So there's something in the past that didn't really work out for you. Ace of Cups in reverse. You focused on yourself here. You focused on what you really truly want to bring in for you. And I feel like for a lot of you guys, there's going to be multiple options. Even if it's not romantic, I feel like you're going to create and meet people here that are going to assist you here. And it's just going to be one of those energies where you guys have a good time. I mean, there's get-togethers, there's parties, there's getting to know new people here. There's that type of energy, right? And it's like you're opening yourself up to attracting new things to come towards you. And when you do open yourself up, you bring in um, not only just people and relationships here, but just opportunities with your career, opportunities with networking with other people here. There's a sense of you really getting into an energy to expand in a way here. There's a sense of you looking at it, that Page of Cups here, he's daydreaming, but it's also we're getting to an energy of having that vision, having that, where do we want to be here in January and February and stuff like that, right? So there's also that going on here. A lot of dreaming, a lot of focusing on you and what you want to create, which is good energy. Now, also, I do pick up with that Four of Pentacles something about your finances. Okay, so maybe there is a sense that as we get into this Sag season here, there's a focus on your money here, right? So it's not going to be for everyone, but maybe there's a sense that you don't want to. It's like if you have a dream to bring something to yourself here in the future, like say you want to buy a house or you want to buy a car or you want to start a company or you want to invest into your company, whatever it is, right? It feels like you need to start saving your money here. And the caution here is not to get into spending too much to where you're tapping out of your savings in some way here. So there is a big calling in regards to saving your money because I feel like it's going to be huge here in the next few weeks or maybe even months too. So there's something here about your finances and check that. And I remember, in my journey here before the pandemic really hit, and I'm not going to get into the story about, where, I was in the office environment. I was, living in a little room here, it was like a roll out couch and everything. So, I sat there and especially around, it was this time of the season in 2019. It was November and my birthday is December 1st. And then the holidays come in with, Christmas and New Year's and all that stuff. And so I'm sitting over there and I didn't really, I just had coworkers around me and stuff like that. But I really was not creating anything at the time. I was so like I was down and out. I mean, I was just kind of like trying to make it through. This was just me waking up in the morning. I lived in an office, not really, I couldn't even call in sick. How can you call in sick when you live at work, right? You just have to make it happen, right? I mean, there's just no way around it. So I ended up, just doing what I had to do, and that was delaying myself in a way too, right? And you don't have many options. It's kind of like you're just trying to get through the day. You're trying to make sure the work is taken care of. So, because the last thing I needed to do is get fired, right? So, I'm just focusing on things like that, and I'm going through the holiday season very, it was a very alone type of time for me. I can talk about it now because I'm definitely healed from all that stuff, but it was a moment here that I thought. And this is after the fact. This is like after the holidays went through. This was like January, late January, February of 2020, when I sat there and I thought, and I said, you know what, I gotta start creating something here, right? Like there was no one telling me what to do, nothing like that. I just felt like intuitively, and this is before I even felt like, I wasn't even reading cards or anything at the time, and I felt like intuitively here that I needed to make money somehow. And, there was another business that I owned that kind of closed down, and I took a lot of my assets back. And, I used eBay and utilized to sell a lot of this stuff. So I ended up gaining quite a bit here, and I felt very comfortable. I was getting to the point where I was like, all right, finally, I can see some light here of getting out of this hole, right? And then what happened was the pandemic hit, and living in an office and then going to the gym to get ready and all that stuff, the gym shut down, everything shut down. There was no place to really go, and that money that I saved ended up helping me out because I was able to invest, put that towards Airbnbs and hotels and stuff to get by through the pandemic. And you guys can remember, the pandemic was like, they said it was going to be 2 weeks, and it became a month, and then all of a sudden it was like, months, right? So because I took the initiative to focus on creating money somehow, it paid off. And I feel like in this reading here, it's something to think about, okay? Maybe that is something that you need to take some time out and think about your finances and seeing how you could be comfortable if something happens, okay? Not saying there's going to be something negative that happens, but we do have a tower over here, the center of the read. And I feel like the way, let's just say, forget relationships in your career, let's just look at the world in general. There's a lot of things changing right now, so we need to be able to wake up and see this and really plan this out the proper way here, right? So I just feel like that is a message that whoever is watching this needs to hear, because there could be something that comes up to where it could be a shock, right? The tower, all right? So, and the Nine of Wands being up here, this is an energy that you've been through an experience here to where you've been trained, you understand, right? You are a warrior here. So, you have your boundaries up, you have this protection here, you have protection from your guides and everything like that. So the universe has your back. So it does feel like you need to get into your, tap into your intuition here and really set something aside or really create something to where you don't feel that you need to worry about your finances. So I know that's a long discussion on that, but that's kind of what I'm picking up here. Okay. If there's anything else I can see, I mean, like I said, we have the Fool, the Tower, the Sun. You are moving in a different direction. I feel like spiritually you're moving more towards learning new things. You might be even, we've been talking about synchronicities here. Keep an eye on that. I mean, that's going to be, and I'll repeat it too. It's not like just because you see 222, it's telling you to go left or right. Look it up and see what that meaning is. It's just your angels, your guides are saying that they're with you, right? So it's those things, try to learn new things as well. I know, like the Page of Swords, this is just me talking intuitively. Learn new things as well. Do numerology, astrology if you're into it, things like that, just so you can get an idea of what's going on here. But like I said, there's something bigger. There's a bigger picture here that I feel like a lot of us need to tune out. And yeah, we talk about relationships, we talk about, our, work situations, and we want more money and stuff like that. But I feel like there's something bigger that we need to focus on and really get into using our intuition. So if something does happen, you know, again, we've all kind of lived through this pandemic situation. So I don't know why it's coming out that way, guys. I don't want to say it because it's like, a lot of people can freak out and everything like that, but I'm just saying it's coming in this reading. So it is what it is. I'm going to go with that here, but there's something about just protecting yourself or feeling or looking at your finances or looking at your living situation to make sure you're set. Okay, we are coming up on holiday season. I feel like a lot of us sometimes do splurge and start buying stuff we don't really need. Again, you could do whatever you want to do, but I feel like that's a message coming in here. Okay, so I'm going to leave it right there. I mean, I really don't need to clarify anything. I was kind of reading more intuitively than anything, but if it does help you in any way, please do hit that like. Leave a comment if you want to here. And of course, really appreciate you guys' support. And it's been a little bit over a year since this channel started, and I'm really thankful for like a lot of you guys and for everyone here just really supported this channel and commented, and I got to know a few of you guys here, so it's a blessing. I mean, it's a big blessing for me to have this opportunity, and I'm really hoping that things continue here and we can get into I'll get into the December readings. I mean, there's not more I could tell you there. All right, so we will stop it there. I'll give you guys a oracle 22 coming out here for you. So it means sacred abyss. This is learning is what it says here. I could have sworn I was talking about doing research or learning stuff, but okay, let's see here. All right, so it says here, it means learning. It says the getting of wisdom takes time, so be patient with your learning and delve deeper. Continual learning is a keystone to growth. You will succeed in your exams or study, while everyone has a source of wisdom within them. Not everyone chooses to exercise it. If you can cast magic, do it with full knowledge of the consequences. Okay? So that is what I got for you guys. If it resonated, like I said, hit that like, and appreciate all you guys. Until next time, we'll see ya.